Tonight, a man charged with running Ferguson-Florissant schools now accused of sexual harassment. Dr. Joseph Davis is on leave as he faces a lawsuit from two principals, one of which no longer works for the school district. Only our Melanie Johnson heard from the attorney representing the two administrators as the school board met tonight. Melanie?
That's right, Corey. The Ferguson-Florissant Board of Education has not released a decision on whether to keep or terminate the superintendent. Two male educators, both who were principals at the same school at different times, are suing Dr. Joseph Davis for allegedly jeopardizing student safety for sexual favors.
And we have two very brave men who have chosen to step up in a situation that I think was difficult for them.
Two different lawsuits from two former McCluer North High School principals are aimed at Superintendent Dr. Joseph Davis. Lauren Sierra of Jungle Law is representing them both as they sue Davis and the Ferguson-Florissant School District for sexual harassment.
It happens to men, and it's just as difficult. It's harder, I think, in some ways for men to be able to come forward because there is a stigma associated with that.
Frank Williams, named McCluer North's principal in 2019, says the abuse of power started in 2021 and led to his removal following fights in school and this encounter where, quote, following Dr. Davis placing his hand on plaintiff's thigh and plaintiff removing it, plaintiff was subjected to different and heightened scrutiny in performing his job.
In the video is my girls, some other students, and Dr. Gerald, physically in the middle of them.
Tolita Thomas's two daughters were caught up in the multiple fights at the high school while Dr. Cedric Gerald was principal.
I call it Bloody Wednesday.
Both received 10-day suspensions, but according to Thomas, the superintendent decided to send her 10th grader to alternative school.
Dr. Gerald was my go-to guy whenever concerned about my children.
Now her go-to guy is exposing his ex-boss, Dr. Joseph Davis, too. Gerald's lawsuit says student safety was put at risk after he turned Davis down. Quote, Dr. Davis pressed him for intimate sexual details, but plaintiff declined. After April 16, 2021, Dr. Davis began withholding resources and assistance.
These principals, teachers, anybody working in the system just needs to be able to do their job, and they don't need to be distracted by anything like sexual advances from their supervisors.
No man wants to say that another man was aggressively pursuing them in the workspace, so let's get him out of here.
I reached out to Ferguson-Florissant schools to get comment from Davis. We're told he was not available for comment. This is not the first time Superintendent Davis has been under investigation. A 2016 audit of his former district in North Carolina found he spent $134,000 on traveling, hotels, and unapproved merchandise. In the studio, Melanie Johnson, First Alert 4.
Melanie, thank you.